It is outrageous how many people have been coming into our office over the last year with severe chronic shoulder pain. So much so that I have deemed this the new epidemic, and I didn't understand why, because most of them say, Dr. J, I don't get it. I didn't have a trauma. I didn't slip and fall on the ice. I didn't have a sports injury. I wasn't in a car accident. Whatever could it be? So I jumped into it head first. I started doing research, and what I'm finding is this wretched posture that is the new normal. What's happening here, you guys, is that when you have this posture from texting or on the phone or on the computer or just this repetitive wear and tear of you doing this, your shoulder blades, your scapula, those wings on your back, they start to roll forward. When they roll forward, it's because your shoulders are pulling them. This becomes really, really tight. This becomes really, really weak. Everything's coming forward, and you're creating what's known as shoulder impingement. When that happens, you lose range of motion, you create inflammation, and all of your rotator cuff muscles, your traps, underneath your scaps, everything goes into protect mode. So now it becomes a bigger, badder issue that becomes a chronic issue because of this crap right here. So it is time for you to fix this. If you want to get rid of shoulder pain, which happened to me about 2 years ago, and I was able to fix it with this little routine, it's that simple. But first, in order to fix this, you have got to figure out how to get the alignment and the mobility back in your cervical spine and your thoracic spine. And that's what we do as corrective care chiropractors. Think of it as a door that is locked with a deadbolt. You could try to open the door all day, but if you don't open that deadbolt or unlock that deadbolt, you're getting nowhere. So I can give you all of these exercises, but you won't get the most out of them because your spine is immobile, locked. It is subluxated. So it's either reach out to me, I will get on a phone call with you, I will find somebody to plug you in, come into my office, email me, I don't care. Fix the mobility and the alignment of your spine. Then and only then can you start to dive into these super easy mobility exercises that I will say are kind of sneaky, because you will notice, holy cow, they are engaging my muscles like I never knew before. And so yes, they're mobility, but you're going to get some strength as well. And so we're going to dive into these. Each exercise, you're going to do 10 repetitions, and after that, you're going to hold that pose for about 10 seconds. And I will walk you through each one of them. So first, you have to think about bringing your shoulder blades back. You want to bring them back and down like you're scooping them and you're putting them into your back pockets. The first exercise we're going to do is called external rotation. Simply bring your arms up at about 90 degrees and you slowly bring them back and back to neutral. When you do this, you think about an empty soda can in between your shoulder blades, and you are crushing that can with your shoulder blades and your muscles. In the beginning, this could be pretty difficult actually. And then you're going to do 10 of these, and at the end, you're going to hold this for 10 seconds, keeping your ears over shoulders, your chin retracted. 10 seconds later, exercise 1 in the books. You're already going to be feeling that. Exercise 2 is what I call T-bar. So you just take your thumbs up, put them here, and so that you bend forward at the waist, hinge at the hips, keep your ears in alignment with your shoulders. You're right here, and you're bringing your thumbs up, hold, and down. So again, you're going to do 10 of these, and at the end of 10, you hold for 10 seconds with these thumbs up. Again, thinking about crushing that Coke can in between your shoulder blades. After you've held that for 10, you stay in this position, but now you do pinkies up. So right here, you come out, and all that does is it has a different movement for the head of the humerus. It engages different rotator cuff muscles and subscapular muscles, and you do 10 of these, and then you hold for 10 seconds. Those are the first 3. The next 2, you're going to grab some wall. Now this one is sneaky. What you're going to do, it's called a wall angel. You just put your heels, your butt, your back, your head against the wall. And what you're going to do is bring your arms straight up and you just slide and glide down the wall, keeping everything in contact with the wall. Slow, steady. This one is difficult. There are a lot of you that will not be able to get your head, shoulder blades, butt, calves, and heels against the wall. So you work towards it by doing this little routine anywhere from 3 to 5 times a week, so you can start to retrain your posture. And then of course at the end of 10, you're going to hold it just like before for 10 seconds. Now that we've done a lot of strengthening type of things and mobility type of things, now we're going to do a simple stretch of these pecs that are really tight. So some of you have seen this before. You get as close to the wall as possible, put your arm back. I am touching my rib cage to that wall, and then you just simply rotate your torso away. You will feel that stretch through the pec and through the entire arm right there. Very simple, but very effective. Try to keep your head back and your ears over your shoulders. This one, you are not going to do repetitions. You are just going to hold for 10 to 15 seconds. After that, just like any stretch we've ever taught you, you always do both sides. So again, as close to the wall as possible, hug it, rotate away. You will probably notice that one side is a little bit more tense than the other. So keep working on bringing back more symmetry throughout left and right side, whether it's muscle structure and your strength or your flexibility. That's 5 exercises down. The very last one, we're hitting the ground. For this last exercise in mobility, you're simply going to grab your foam roll. You guys know I love these things. You can have any size, shape, just make sure that it's big and hard right there. And what you're going to do is find what I would call the apex of your bad posture. You can see that mine is usually right about there. And the reason, I am hovering over patients all day adjusting. Believe me, I'm working on it. So again, find that, and that spot is where the roll will be. So you simply get on the floor, bring this behind you, feet flat, prop up a little bit. I'm going to roll until I get to about my spot, right about there. I have my butt up, not all the way into a glute bridge, but right here. So I have a little pelvic tilt right in there, which helps bring the curve back into your lower back. You want to think ears over shoulders over hips. So right about here, and I tuck my chin, arms here, and I will raise overhead and come back. Raise and come back. Again, I'm doing 10 of these, and at the end of 10, I hold it right here. I'm not going all the way down to the ground. I'm holding it in line with my ears and my posture. And you hold that for about 10 seconds to 15 seconds. And that is the routine right there. As you can see, it's really not that hard. But like I always say, consistency is king. You can't just do this little routine once a week or once a month and ever expect to change or fix the problem area. So again, a recap is first, get that spinal alignment. Go to the chiropractor, get that mobility in the alignment. Number 2 is be aware of your posture. Think every so often, scoop those shoulder blades down, ears over shoulders, and then you start to work these exercises that will help with mobility and in a way will help with your strength as well. Once you do this for a while, like I said, when I was rehabbing, I did this anywhere from 3 to 5 times a week, and it worked great. Now I do it once or twice a week just to continue to work on my posture and combat everything that I'm doing all day long. But one thing I will be doing is creating another follow-up video to this where I'll be utilizing bands or very light weights so that you can actually have a routine to truly strengthen these muscles now that you're building the mobility. If you liked this, share it, subscribe to our YouTube page, like our Facebook page. I am positive you know somebody that's dealing with this shoulder crap every single day and they did not have a trauma at all. So make sure you send this to them, tag them on it, whatever you got to do, because right now people are looking for answers and you might be a huge help to them. Have a great day, guys.